Complex News, I'm Pierce Simpson. We're right on the heels of Black Panther. How you feeling, man?
Good. I'm excited, man. Honestly, the way the fans and everybody's been, so hyped and anticipating this film, it feels good for the day to finally be here, so I can finally talk freely about something. Marvel is super secretive about the movie, so you can't say too much. Worried about giving away spoilers, but I'm excited.
Yeah, I think you said earlier this week in junkets, you answer the question without really answering the question.
It's so the finesse of answering without answering. Yeah.
You told Lance Gross that after you shot Red Tails, you and your boy Sterling Brim drove up and down the valley, kind of looking at fast food places to potentially apply. That's crazy to think about where you're at right now at this stage. What do you think about those moments?
I mean, it's surreal, you know, but it's one of those things where, like, a lot of people that's on their journey trying to chase their dreams, usually it's the toughest right before you get your break, and right at that moment, a lot of people just give up, right before you're about to get your big moment. So for us, we just continue to hustle, put the time in and work, and it's surreal that, God, opened up the way, and, we here right now celebrating Black Panther.
I love it. I love it. Now, this is your third film with Ryan Coogler. Seems to be another hit on your hands. How's that connection with y'all two? Because you consider it a brotherhood in many ways, from what I hear on interviews.
First time, I met Coog was when we started shooting Fruitville Station, and right away I just knew that we had a chemistry and a bond, man. If we would have went to school together, we'd have been best friends. We're from similar places. We care about the same things, character and story. And yeah, man, we just connected. And if it ain't broke, why fix it? You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna keep doing what we got to do.
Now, in Black Panther, you're playing Eric Killmonger. You won't call him a villain. You'll just call him an antagonist. And I've heard you use weapon a couple of times. When you filmed Creed, you said you patterned your kind of fighting style after Timothy Bradley. Who'd you pattern Eric Killmonger after? Was there a particular villain that you wanted to kind of embrace?
Nah, I mean, there was certain characters that I had watched that I thought was like, man, this was a complicated villain. This made me question who I wanted to root for. Like the Magnetos of the world, and the Heath Ledger's Joker or whatnot that I put at the top of the list. And I wanted to kind of get the essence of that. I wanted Eric Killmonger to be complicated. I didn't want him to be a typical villain and just always just blowing up stuff for no reason. I wanted to have a method to the madness, and I want people to be able to relate to him.
Were you scared about falling into the trap that some actors do whenever they're diving deep into a villain, maybe losing yourself in that role?
I mean, hopefully I think I did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a little bit. This was like this was a tough one for me, especially coming out of character, coming out of the movie. First time doing it, so not really knowing what to expect. So it was one of those things that I kind of just found my way through it.
Were you kind of liberated playing an antagonist? Was it different for you? Because obviously you always play those kind of moral, high-standing roles. This is different.
Yeah, I mean, for me, playing the good guy or whatever, you're morally confined to like making good decisions or doing the right thing all the time. So when you don't have to worry about that, you could be a little loose, a little freer, and kind of lean into that manic side a little bit. And I think
because you mentioned that you're hyper competitive, so obviously that competitiveness played into it. You also did some work with Kobe a couple years ago. What was that like working with the mama?
I mean, honestly, like meeting him and just seeing his work ethic, how serious he is about his craft and what he does was super motivating and inspired. He's a solid dude, man, and yeah, man, like whenever you're around greatness like that, it makes you want to step your game up and bring your best to the table.
I tell you, greatness seems to be Black Panther in theaters this weekend, man. Seems like y'all breaking records.
Man.
Michael B. Jordan, appreciate you, dog.